How you doing, my anime lovers? This is Daniel from HD Reviews, and right now I am so excited to get this figure, and we're gonna look at the actual review of this cloth that is promising great innovations for the Myth Cloth line. This is the Saint Seiya Saint Cloth Myth EX, and this is Gemini Saga. It is made by Bandai, and the holographic sticker in the bottom signifying this is original, and it comes from Bandai Asia. As I told you, my anime lovers, this is the most recent Saint Cloth Myth EX, and this is from the new line of the Saint Seiya line. And because this is a new package and new everything, we're gonna look this into detail. Sorry, it's gonna drag a little bit, but we're gonna look at it into detail. So we see the box. The box is covered in this shiny little covering with the actual Gemini Saga right here, the actual Zodiac sign right here, Saint Cloth Myth EX, Bandai logo, Tamashii Nation logo in the corner, and the Saint Seiya logo as well. Because this is kind of chromy, you look at the side and we have Gemini cloth right here, very nice, the object mode right here. And then we have the back. The back has the figure itself, it has object mode, the ways you could pose this figure, and accessories. It has like the swappable faces and stuff like that. On the other side you have a great action pose of the figure. It says Galaxian Explosion, and it is one of the most signature moves of the figure. The top of the box is just a star, and the bottom it says all the warning signs, Bandai Asia, everything that you see with the Saint Cloth Myth. As you take off the cover, you can see it's just a cover right here. You can actually see the toy sticker inside, signified as original on the corner. You have a nice Gemini right there. You see it looks like a Pandora's box, the box. Very nice. And that's about it for the box. Let's see what we have on the inside. As we look at the inside of the package, you notice it's not a book style kind of package, it's a solid package. And inside you're going to have 3 plates and the effect parts on the back. So as you can see, you see the 3 plates right there. That's as soon as you take it out of the box, it's going to look like that. So let's look at the plates individually. If you've seen Saint Cloth Myth before, you've seen this plate before, and this is plate number 1. And we see the figure itself. Doesn't look as skinny as I thought he would be, but here's plate number 1. We have the shoulders, part of the arms, knees, most of the cloth parts right here. This is plate number 2. It comes with the helmet, chest parts, the skirt, the actual base of the object mode, and the skeleton of the object mode as well. You can see very nice layout. Here we have the money maker. Here's plate number 3, and we see he comes with 4 swappable faces. He comes with a gray hair as well. He comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hands right there. He comes with a cape that comes in sections. We're gonna look more into that cape later on, but that's it in a nutshell. We look at it on the back, and we see it has a peg on the cape, and that's about it. And if you bought the special edition, if you bought one of the first people to actually order Gemini Saga, you get effect parts. So let's look into that right now. So here we have the effect parts. As you can see, it comes really nice wrapping. We have right here for the Galaxian Explosion, and for the next dimension, if you want to do one of those. And here it is. That's all the effect parts that you're getting with this. Here we have everything that comes in the instruction manual. It tells you how to put the hand pieces. Here we have a little flyer. Here we have how to put the effect parts, and little instructions. Because I have the limited edition, I got the stand as well. So we're going to review the stand in a later review. It's going to be right after this one, but I'm going to show you the stand as well to put them like in some poses. And here we have the manual itself. So as you can see, very nice. It's very different. Doesn't have the trims, you know. So you have the Bandai logo, and then Saint Cloth Myth EX, the Saint Seiya logo on top, and the back It's kind of like the same color as the box. As you open it, it's just the instructions of the figure, how to put the figure together, and how to swap heads, and how to put the object mode together as well. So very straight to the point. There's no like other figures you could get or anything like that, and it's just one slate. Okay everybody, we are back and we're gonna look at the articulation of this EX figure. As you can see, yeah, now that I have it in hand, it is pretty skinny. So the shoulder can go like this, but it has a mechanism right there, if you could see it, that it could go like this. So that's great. You have a twist in here as well. You have a twist right here. You have a bend at the elbow. You have ball joint articulation right here on the hands, and that's about it for the arm. On the head, you go up, down, left, right. You could go look at them like that, like that. It has like a really special hinge right there in the back, as you could see. You could take off the hair, but the hair, you know, it's like a circle. It's not like those pegs anymore. So it's actually gonna stay in place now. So that's really, really good. So chest, you can go like this, like some part like that. It doesn't move to the sides, as I could tell. Look, doesn't go to the sides. It could twist at the waist, which is great. So then we have the legs. Could go like that, go like that, go like this. You know, I mean, it's on a ball joint socket. You know, you could twist on the thigh right there, you could see. Bend at the knee, 2-point bend, and from here go up and down, left to right, and toe articulation. So that's about it for the figure. I don't see any other points of articulation. Well, you could twist right here, but as you know, they pop off like that. Now here you have a comparison of the arms. As you could see, this is the old cloth. This is the new one. As you could see, it's more bigger, slimmer. It is weightless. It's still metal, but it's still like lighter. This one's pretty heavy. But as you could see, very considerable difference with the chunks. Here we have the leg armor. As you can see, the leg is really well made. This one's more chunky and it comes with the part. This one has the part itself as well on the bottom, but as you can see, it's lighter than this one and it's more slimmer, a little bit bigger. So that's a definite change on this. One of the definite changes is the shoulders. This is the original, this is not the appendix, as you can see. Very big, you know. It is all metal. This one's all metal as well, but as you can see, very slim right here. As you can see, very subtle differences. This one's weightless. It actually has a hinge instead of this old one that actually attaches to the chest. This one actually attaches to the side of the chest. This is lighter, more brighter, and this is more like really gold. So yeah, that's just little differences here and there. So let's put this cloth together. So here we have Gemini Saga of the same cloth Myth EX, and I only could say it looks beautiful. I like the improvement. I mean, you saw me swapping off the heads. It's really easy to do, kind of like a Figma or kind of like an HH Figure Arts. You swap the heads really quick. But as you could see, I showed you the difference on the shoulders, and look at that flexibility. You could do that. I mean, you couldn't do that before. That is great. You could do the hands all the way up if you want to. You know, it's just gonna look distorted, but if you're gonna keep them like that, you go like this. Really good. the flexibility is tremendous. You could do a lot of stuff. You could twist, you could do a lot of stuff. Only thing I did find kind of troublesome was the cape. I mean, it becomes heavy because this figure is kind of light. Even if with all this die cast metal, this figure is kind of light, you know. So if you want to pose them like that, the cape actually kind of gives you like a support, you know, kind of like this, but it leans back. The cape makes them a little bit top heavy, but if you have the time and the patience, you can get them to stand up pretty quick. But that's about it. Only another interesting thing is that the waist actually goes inside the actual chest on the black part, which is great. It actually gives you the movement of going like this, you know. Everything is on a hinge, as you could see. Everything's on hinges, so everything's detachable, and the cape works on hinges as well, as you could see on the back right there. But if you truly try, you could put this figure with this cape on, and it looks fantastic, as you could see right here. So now for the size comparison. As you all know, as you could see, it's a pretty significant difference. But what's the difference? So here we go. I'm measuring in inches, so right there you could see this guy is around 6.5 inches, and this guy, it passes the 7-inch mark. I don't know if you could see, but there's a 7. The hair gets to the 7. So it's like a half an inch to an inch tall maybe. So it is a good comparison to see, like on the helmets as well. This is from the old one. You see, pretty big. This is the new one, pretty small. So it's more slimmer, anything like that. And it's a good figure. I like the posability on this one and the bulkiness on this one. You know, I like this one better. It looks more modern, it looks more to standard, and this one is more bulky, and even with the appendix of Canon, kind of looks outdated now. It is a great figure. I totally love the renovations. The look of this is slimmer. I mean, people say it looks anorexic and stuff like that, but because it's taller, everything is slimmer. The unique feature of putting the waist inside the chest, it is great. It is a fantastic. You're able to maneuver it. The cape is a hard plastic, and it's very heavy for the figure, because this figure is kind of slim, but a lot of parts are die-cast metal. Like all the shoulders die-cast metal, all the chest is die-cast metal, but this middle part right here is plastic. All the skirt is die-cast metal, all the legs are die-cast metal, all the arms are die-cast metal. So you're seeing a lot of die-cast metal for your money. I didn't show you the Screaming or the one with his closed eyes, because tomorrow we are gonna do the review of the stand, and I'm gonna put this figure on his action poses for you to see how flexible this guy really is. So I give this a perfect 10. You could get this and more at iShop2Go.com, and when you go to iShop2Go, you get a free metal plate with your Saint Seiya figure. And get these while you can, because they're going like cakes. So this has been Daniel from HD Review saying I'll see you on the next Saint Seiya review.